Hello, everyone. So, unfortunately, the audio for this episode was not recorded, I guess, and it's something I don't know it's happening until it's already happened, and I had already saved after this episode was finished, so I couldn't really go back and redo the events, which kind of sucks. But unlike last time, where I just cut out the episode, I decided to shrink this one down to basically the highlights of what happened, and I'm just going to talk over them while we listen to the soundtrack of The Witcher 3. So right here, we are back at the Bloody Baron to try and get Uma, as you can see. And the sergeant's trying to give us some trouble. You sure as hell should be. It's a great Witcher line. So instead of fighting us, which is a good idea, he decides to give us Uma. And here we are at the stableman guy, and he is trying to be funny. He's saying bring him back because it's going to be awful dull without Uma around, which kind of upsets the Witcher because he thinks that this could be Ciri. It's like, how about you catch some frogs and shove straw up their asses? It's pretty good. One of your Witcher games. Witcher version's different. Don't make me show you. Implying something, and this dude's like, alright, fine. And then there we are, there's Uma. Uma. He's like, back off. We're like, alright, come on. So after this, Uma walks outside, chases a rat, and the Witcher ends up just grabbing him and putting him on the horse, and then it's a cutscene that leads to this. All it is just horse riding. And then this is us getting caught by a Emperor's patrol. Nilfgaardian battle mounts. Uma doesn't know what the hell's happening because he is just tripped out. Empress is pleased with us, apparently. And he's like, I could kill you. And this guy says, don't even try it. And unfortunately, we are not given the option to fight them, which of course we'd win. But I guess for story reasons, they don't give us that option. So we ride to Vizima, where we will see the Emperor. The Emperor protects. There's the Emperor. So what does really suck about the audio being gone in this episode is that we don't see the Emperor often. And out of all the episodes for this to happen, it happens on one that he's in. So right now he's talking to his general, that guy, about troop movements. No, trying to assault a fort or something. So the general suggests that we bribe the mercenaries that are holding this fort, and the Emperor's like, yep, see it done. There comes the woman I do not like. God, more stress. Ah, if I could go back in time. I'd have been like, Triss, no, wait, please, don't leave. So I decided to be civil and not piss off the Emperor in his own castle. It took me a while. Man is the key to finding her. The Emperor is not impressed. So then we are going to... Oh yeah, which is kind of upset. Forgot about this line. It's a difficult task. I know this. What of it? Now the Emperor lays down what's going on with him. So then we go over what Ciri has been doing. Her travels to Velen and Nova or Sovereign Skellige. Jesus. The answer's talking about the Wild Hunt and what happened on Skellige. And Percussion talking about who he knows who the Bloody Baron is. And back to Uma. Uma just still does not know what the heck is going on. We did keep busy, that is correct. Yin is basically saying not really, because she needs to know the words that cast the spell for the curse. Then the witch is going to be like, yo, I'm dropping some ancient elven here that Dandelion told me. Emperor is somewhat pleased. And now Yin's like, well, I mean, I can. She starts to go over the details. Emperor's like, shut up. No one likes you, Yin. Maybe he doesn't say that last part. I did. He's gonna give us half the reward now, since we did not give him his daughter, but just a lead. Turns his back on us, implying that this conversation is over. I decided to say, so be it. Which is a lie. I don't intend to bring Ciri here. That Emperor turns his back on us a lot. Probably not a good idea with a Witcher. I'm just saying. The Witcher could kill him very quickly. And he wouldn't even see it coming. So now me and Yennefer talk here. I'm like, hey, you're basically like a whipped puppy dog when talking to the Emperor. What the hell's up with that? And she's like, look, there's time and a place to be a whipped puppy dog. And he's like, oh, but with me, since I'm just a Witcher, you're always a punk all the time. And she's like, hey, I want to argue with you here. So we're going to take him to Kaer Morhaine, where we were going anyway at the beginning of this episode. She's going to teleport there before us. Me and Uma are going to make the ride. And so I just cut out the part where it just shows us riding to Kaer Morhaine. We do see a wyvern flying nearby Kaer Morhaine. That's one thing I did cut out. But we do talk about it briefly here, and then we'll see it later. There's our old mentor. He's like, yo, what up? Which is like, what's up? And then he's like, oh yeah, there's this Uma. Which our mentor's like, what are you bringing? Asked about the ride, we're like, yo dog, there's a wyvern out there. Uma was like, yeah man, wyverns all over the place. And was like, you don't touch me, old man. So we're like, yo, Yen's here? Oh, that's right, we asked why so dirty. He's been repairing the walls. And we're like, yo, what about those other two Witchers that we saw in the beginning of the game? Where the heck are they? He's like, they're doing stuff that you're gonna have to help them actually do. Because, you know, reasons. And he talks about how he's not been getting along with Yennefer. Nobody does. You're not alone there, buddy. Uma likes to pick his feet. I don't know. Threw our bed off the balcony. I'm like, what? Oh, yeah, we first asked what she's planning. We'll talk to the bed later. About the bed. I go sound suspicious, because I'm not going to back Yennefer. And he's like, yeah, it is. And they were like, but why the bed? That was a great bed. Solid oak frame, down mattress. Triss always said she... Oh. Triss was on the bed, and we're like, oh. Maybe that's why she threw it. He's like, yeah. Either that or she really hates oak furniture. She probably found a red hair. It had a note attached to the red hair. It said to Yennefer from Triss, and then like a little picture of a middle finger. So then he talks about we have to go hunt that forktail with the other Witcher. And then the Lambert is preparing to do some ritual out in the mountains, and we gotta help him with both. And Yen is assembling some mega scope. So I decided instead of going into the castle, I'm gonna go hunt that wyvern, and we go up the mountains, which takes a couple minutes. Nothing happens. We just find this Witcher dude's horse on the way up here, and then we find this goat tied to the middle of a field, and there he is. He was hiding for the wyvern, or waiting for the wyvern to come. It's a appropriate time for this music to be kicking in, because there's about to be a fight. They're quoting from the Witcher books. This dude's like, yeah, man. There will be other episodes where you actually get to hear the other Witchers talk, so don't worry. This isn't the only time you're going to see him. They're like, it's damn good to see you, man. Another day, another drowner. And then he kind of gets some jabs in at us, because we are a famous Witcher who drinks wine and eats caviar. Sleeps with sorceresses. It's all in good fun. And they were like, oh, the wyvern is here all of a sudden. And I'm like, I'm going to get the sword out. Do my thing. Cast a little Quinn. Do a little dodgy dodge. I'm like, ah, yeah. 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 Yo. I should go into voice work. Yeah. Yeah. And then he's like, F this, I'm gone. And I'm like, shit, I gotta get out my crossbow, try to knock him down. And I suck with the crossbow. Don't worry, you're not supposed to... Well, as far as I know, you're not supposed to knock him down, because he got chased me back to his little hidey hole. So he gets away, and I'm like, shit, I missed my fire. Or I missed my bolt. And then there's a conversation with the other Witcher here that I decided to keep in the video. Because it's just some background on him. Some character development. Talks about the horse that we saw coming up here. Tells us the story about how he got him. An enchanting tale. I am jealous. You're right. And so then we continue on, searching for the wyvern. We eventually track him to a cave, and then we will get into the cave here soon. Eskel sings a rhyme here. I'm like, you remember your mom? He says nope. And here we are finishing off the wyvern. Yeah! Yeah! Quinn! Yeah! Oh man, that was a tough fight, wasn't it? I don't even think that thing ever hit me. So here we are after the fight. This guy's talking about how we need to get its spinal fluid. And I'm like, man, I'm not taking in that mess. Yo, what does Yen want with this anyway? Of course it bugs me. could have gone to Triss for help. And then he's like, yo, dog, check this out. It's like, so we had to talk to Ian first. Oh, that was a little weird. Here we are outside of the cave, and then this guy is like, yo,